Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to my channel, and in this video we're gonna speak a bit about Crysis VRigade 2. Many times in my comment section I'm seeing you saying that Time Crisis would be great in VR, and here comes Crysis VRigade. We already had first one. It's kind of scratching this itch, but the second one looks like it's gonna be big improvement, especially graphic wise. We're gonna have a look at it in a second, how it looks like, but before I start, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. Before I start talking about second one, let me just speak a bit about the first Crysis VRigade, because I never reviewed this game. Basically, it's your arcade shooter, and like I said, if you like Time Crisis, then this definitely will scratch that itch. For me, it reminds me a lot of Virtua Cop, because that's what you're doing, and even graphic wise. But nevertheless, it's a smaller game. It also sells for a cheap price. Lately had new level released, which add in a bit more to what you've got already. I must say, it plays awesome with the aim controller. Really fun experience, very challenging. There is some issues, there was some deaths that I didn't know why I died, and also there is, the graphics, they like stationary, and also very simplistic. Looks like it uses the same asset set what a lot of VR game using, like your Honor and Duty D-Day and stuff, this low poly asset, but nevertheless it's a very fun game. It makes you frustrated, but in a good way, like good old arcade games when you was going and spending your quarters, and just makes you to be a bit better each time you play. So if you didn't pick the first one up, it's a very cheap game. It supports aim controller and it plays awesome with aim. So even though it's a smaller game for a small price, it's definitely this little fun experience you're gonna enjoy. But nevertheless, you're here to have a look at the second game, so let's have a look. This is the video they posted today on Twitter, and it just shows how much improved the graphics are. It's definitely not this little low poly asset set they're using. If you look closely at the video, they got some great texture works, but also it's more on a realistic side of things graphic wise. And it's probably gonna scratch that itch for Time Crisis even more. Even the title of this game, Crysis VRigade, I'm sure the inspiration for the game was Time Crisis, and it looks like finally we gonna get something what's properly gonna represent the Time Crisis hunger in VR. There is no release date for it yet, but the developers saying they really going big on this one, way bigger than the last one. I'm hoping maybe a bit more on rails when the camera is smoothly moving. I used to love Time Crisis, I used to love Virtua Cop and House of the Dead, so when something like that coming, I get excited. Especially with those better graphics, it's gonna be even better to look at experience, so I just wanted to put it out there. Crysis VRigade 2 is in development, looking very nice. Let me know in comment section what you think of the game. Let me know what you used to think about Time Crisis and all those gun games back in the day. And that's it, bye.